Hi fellow smug ones, well it seems as if someone's found a way of getting a cheap £100,000 loan, doesn't it? Let's begin. Okay, this story is from The Sun and it says, a mum who scrounged almost £100,000 in benefits to splurge on lavish holidays escaped jail as a judge said her 4 kids would suffer. But she should have thought of that, shouldn't she? Although obviously it's not the children's fault, but what sort of lesson is that teaching them if knowing that mummy done wrong and she's getting away with it, especially when they grow up? Claire Finney, who's 41, falsely claimed she was a single mum so she could claim extra child tax credits, universal credit, housing benefit, income support and a partridge in a pear tree. I personally think she should have gone to prison to teach obviously her and everyone else a lesson that you don't nick £100,000 off the government. But I can't understand why either her partner, parents, brother, sister or whoever couldn't have looked after the kids so that she could have gone to prison. Unless of course she doesn't trust them, but in that case I'm guessing social services would probably then get involved. But the mum was living with her long-time partner Joseph Perry during the 5-year deception. She used the £97,028.24 taxpayer cash to enjoy 5-star luxury holidays with her family in Cyprus. Finney faced 3 years in jail after she admitted giving false information to the Department of Work and Pensions and Salford City Council between April 2014 and July 2019, but she was instead handed a 12-month suspended sentence for 2 years after telling Manchester Crown Court her 4 children were very vulnerable. Yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but 12-month suspended sentence, or even actually the full 3-year term, doesn't exactly sound that much for stealing £100,000 off the government. I hope the judge is also making her pay it back, as well as I think that she could have also had something like community service added to her suspended sentence, because it just doesn't seem much of a deterrent, does it? The mum from Eccles will now pay back the money. Good, I'm glad. She pilfered at £11.77 a month, meaning it would take 686 years to wipe the debt. Sentencing, the judge Nicholas Dean QC told her, "You are paying back what you owe, but the reality is you will never be able to pay back anywhere near the £100,000 you were overpaid." I don't understand what it is with these guys. Don't they know how long people live for? I mean, is it even going to increase with her earnings or inflation, for example? To me, it just seems like, oh, we've punished her, that will do, next case. And it shouldn't be like that. It really shouldn't. However, there are a number of factors that make it appropriate to suspend this sentence, and they are primarily your own personal frailties and the effect sending you to prison would have on your own children. They are all quite young. 2 are particularly vulnerable. You would be in prison and they would be deprived of your care. They would suffer, whereas you really wouldn't. Sending you immediately to prison is going to be immensely problematic for your children. That's the risk she was taking. It just seems like nowadays we're just getting too soft. But can you imagine if they dished that sort of sentence out for people who commit more serious crimes, like, I don't know, you've killed 12 people but you've got a puppy, so that's okay, we'll let you off with a suspended sentence. Just doesn't bear thinking about, does it? YouTube's algorithm thinks you'd like to see one of these videos next, so let me know if it's right.